Hello and welcome to another episode of Mon's Bike Corner. Today we're going to be doing a safety check before you ride. I got this from GMBN. It's called the M check. So we'll be doing an M on the bike. From your front hub, going up to your cockpit, down to your chain wheel, the drivetrain side, your saddle, and back again to your rear hub and rear derailleur to make sure that everything's working well when you ride, before you ride. Kasi mahirap na yung, you're in the middle of your ride and all of a sudden, ay, lumuwag pala, or natanggal yung, you can get into a bad accident. So let's get it on. Alright, so ang una nating check is your spokes. Okay? Yung spoke tension niya. Okay? Kailangan maganda yung tension. So far, okay yung tension nitong spokes nito, no? Kasi pagka maluwag yan, ang problema dyan, pwede makalas. Alright? So, pag maluwag, ito yung ta-tighten. You can tighten it yourself, yung konting-konting tighten. Kasi if you over-tighten it, and if you don't know what you're doing, ma-o-otso mo yung gulong. Okay? So, and the thing is, we need to also look at how the wheel spins. So, it has to be true. So, ito naman mukhang true naman yung wheel niya. So, that's your first thing that you need to check kung okay ang spoke tension, tsaka kung true o kung naka-align yung gulong niya. Okay? Okay. Now, check natin yung 15QR or yung quick release. Okay? 15QR. Ano ibig sabihin 15? Ano ba yung 15QR, diba? So, 15mm quick release. So, quick release siya kasi yung mga through axle na hindi naka-quick release, ina-Allen wrench yan. Ito quick release, bubuksan siya ng ganyan. Okay? So, make sure na naka-lock ng tama yan. Kasi pag nakabukas yan, maaring maliglag yan. And then you'll have a problem kasi sa trail, syempre, ito, matalbog-talbog yan, lulusot yan, mahuhugot yan. So, it won't be good. So, make sure that it's firmly locked and secure. Nasa close. Nakasulat naman dito, close, diba? Lalo na yung mga naka-quick release na 9mm. Ano ibig sabihin nun? 9mm yung maliit lang. Yung ordinary, parang pareho sa road bike. Okay? So, make sure na naka-close siya ng tama before you ride. Common sense, diba? So, eto, okay na siya. Secured siya. Yung mga ganito, kinaklak pa nila dun sa likod. I mean, your bike shop would know how to do that. I wouldn't, if you don't know how to do it, I wouldn't suggest that you mess with it kasi it can make things worse than it already is. Pero just make sure na it's okay, firm and secure. Okay, still now on the base of the M, we're going to check yung brakes mo. Okay? Yung calipers as it interacts with your rotor. Okay? So importante, walang kapit yan. Dapat freewheeling yan nang hindi mo pinipindot yung brakes. So front brakes, tanggalin natin to. What you'll do is you lift this up and spin the wheel. As you can see, free spinning siya, freewheeling siya. Hindi siya humihinto. Kasi pagka nakakapit yung brake calipers o nagtatouch yung brake calipers dito or brake pads dito sa brake rotors, babagal yan and it'll eat up your brake pads unnecessarily. Plus, syempre, pag umaahon ka or kahit nagbabike ka lang, dagdag pagod yun kasi nakapreno ka diba? So, it's important na maluwag yan. Now, how do you check it? You have to check here sa gitna na nagsispin siya na maayos. So, what you have to do, pag hindi siya nagsispin na maayos, is to take out the wheel and adjust this with a screwdriver. Okay, so now we're on the cockpit. So, ang titignan mo dito are your grips. So, kailangan hindi siya umiikot. Okay? Like ito, lock-on grips. So, pag umiikot siya, you need to have the right, Allen key or Allen wrench key that would fit itong grips na to. Okay? So, dito mo siya adjust. Okay? Medyo mahirap siya makita. Yan. So, pagka i-adjust mo siya dito mo ta-tighten. Okay? So, make sure that it's lock on tight. Kasi pwede mahugot yan habang nagbabike kayo. Okay? Also, yung ano mo, yung mga controls mo, brake levers. Your brake levers have to be secured also. Again, you can use your multi-tool. You have your Allen keys on your multi-tool. Ito lang pwede na eh. In fact, di mo kailangan ng malaking set. Kasi dito sa multi-tool na to, andito na lahat ng kailangan mo. Yan, a-adjust mo to loosen or tighten your brake levers and your shifters. Make sure that it's tight na hindi siya gumagalaw. Okay? Kasi minsan pagka pinindot mo, gaganon yan. So, makaksidente ka pa because of that. Or yung brake levers mo, pag gumagalaw yan, baka hindi mo mag-grip ng tama. And now we'll check yung movement ng shocks mo. Okay? Kailangan yan smooth. Okay? Yung hindi maganit, not gritty. Okay? Anong gagawin mo? You will press the front brake lever to lock the front brake, the front tires. Okay? So, and then you press down. Yan. Ito maganda. Smooth yung ano niya. Hindi maganit. Pag maganit yan, may problema yon. You need to have your shock service. Don't attempt to fix your shocks if you don't know what you're doing. You'll make it worse. Okay, now, tignan mo ngayon yung reach mo ng brake levers mo. Kailangan comfortable ka dyan. Lalo na pag nasa trail ka. Kasi nga, minsan, kailangan isang ganun mo lang, hugot mo yan. Lalo na yung mga panic stop na, kasi kung matataranta ka, bad trip yun, hindi maganda yun. As in, bago mo pa na preno, sumemplang ka na. So, it's important na alam mo yung reach niyan. And, that it's functioning well. Hindi siya yung maganit, lalo na yung mga cable actuated. Minsan maganit yan. Ibig sabihin, kailangan mo na magpalit ng kable. I mean, sabi nila, nalilinisan. But I would rather na palitan yung kable. Tapos sabay, na hindi sumisingaw. Yung tipong pagkapit mo ng ganun dito, hindi yung, shoy, lumiliit pa. Problema yon. Ibig sabihin, may singaw yung brakes mo. Kailangan pa bleed yon. Or pa-check yung mga hoses ng brakes mo. Again, a shop can do that for you. If you don't know how to do it, or if you don't have the equipment to bleed your brakes. Kung hydraulic yan. Ngayon, kung mechanical yan, kable yan, palit ka ng kable. Tapos adjust ulit. We'll do another maintenance check on how to maintain your brake pads and adjustment. Okay? Okay, so now we go to the first bottom of the M. We go to the drivetrain. Okay, so bottom bracket. Make sure that let's go to the pedals first. So make sure that your pedals are secured properly, na hindi siya maalog. Ito okay siya. Hindi siya maalog. It spins well, you know. Kung na-clipless pedal ka, ganun din. It's the same thing. Tapos, make sure, usually, ang ano naman, pedals fasten on the opposite action of the drive. So, the more you pedal, the more it tightens. So, okay naman siya. So, and then, make sure that your bottom bracket is also secure. Walang alog. Okay? Ito, okay siya. Pag may alog yan, again, kung wala kang proper tools, dadalhin mo sa bike shop. Okay? Kasi sila yung may alam magkalas niyan. Okay? So far, okay siya. Tapos, make sure that your chain is properly lubed. Okay? Sa nakikita ko ngayon, kasi wet yung weather, ano? So, okay siya, wet lube siya. Don't over-lubricate your chain. Under-lubricating it and over-lubricating it is not good. Parehong effect. Pag sobrang lubricated, kakain ng dirt yan. So, papel de liha yun. Pag under-lubricated naman, kakaskas metal to metal. So, ganun din yun. So, be aware of that. Kasi nga, sayang, mahal din ang kadena, di ba? So, ayaw mong bumili ng kadena, lalo na kung okay pa naman siya. Yung chain wear, importante din yun. Meron pang check ng chain wear. You can either buy it, may nabibili nun, wala akong ganon. So, or bring it to a bike shop to check yung chain wear nyo. Okay? So far, bago pa kasi itong build ng bike na to eh. Okay, and this is not mine. This is my nephew-in-law's bike. So, bagong build niya to. So, okay pa to, bago pa yung mga kadena. So, okay pa siya. And it looks like it's lubricated well. So, the next thing you will check is your front derailleur shifter. So, kailangan bumababa akyat yan. Okay? So, iaangat mo ngayon. Kasi yung stand natin, tinatamaan to. Itong pedals, hindi makaikot. So, ginaganto ko siya ngayon. Sorry, ganun talaga eh. Okay? So, ikot mo siya. then you press this. So it drops. So ayos yung action niya. Press that, and it goes up. So ayos siya. So ayos yung shifting ng front. Okay. Okay. Now we move to the second top of the M, the saddle and your saddle height. So importante yung saddle height mo. Ngayon, personal preference yan, ano? So, eto, naka-quick release. So, madali lang siya. Simple. You open it and make sure that your saddle's straight and, you know, yung tama yung angle ng saddle mo. Again, personal preference yan. Ako, ang personal preference ko medyo naka-nose down ang saddle ko. So, iba-iba ang tao. So, this one is okay to the preference of the owner. Okay? So, tama yung ride height. So, at saka na hindi gumagalaw. Okay? Hindi gumagalaw, firmly secured. Okay? So, mahirap yan. Mag-bike ka, maluwag pala ito, mabaksak yan, bad trip yan. Hindi ka naman naka-dropper post. Ngayon, kung naka-dropper post ka, make sure that your dropper post is functioning well. Unfortunately, hindi tayo naka-dropper post dito. So, we'll do another episode on the dropper post. Okay? Alright. Now, we'll move to the last part of the M or the last bottom part of the M. Medyo uminit na. So, okay. Make sure, we're going to the derailleur now. So, make sure that the cables are not frayed. Ito maganda dahil may cable ends, although medyo natanggal dito. So, it needs to be replaced. So, and that is firmly fastened. Ito yung pang sikip niya, yung securing fastener niya. And that it functions well. Now, how do you test that? Of course, papatakbuhin mo, di ba? Okay, so paano mo i-check yan? Patatakbuhin natin. Ulit, aangatin natin to. Tapos, patatakbuhin mo yung crank. You go through the gears, top to bottom. So far, binay ko siya kanina, okay naman. So, make sure that it's functioning well. Pag hindi, ma-adjust mo siya dito sa barrel bolt dito. Okay? Micro adjustments ang kailangan mo dyan. Okay? Now, we'll go to the other side. Oh, also, before that, make sure na aligned, hindi baliko yung derailleur arms mo. Okay, yung pulley arms mo, yung rear mech. Make sure na diretso yan. Pagka baliko yan, medyo nahihilot yan. Pero worst case scenario, baka mabali, may mga iba kasing carbon na ganyan, kailangan ng palitan. Okay? So far ito okay naman to. Like I said, bago pa yung bike eh. Okay? So now we're going to go to the other side. And now we move to the brake calipers. Again, in the back, in the rear. So ganun din, same as the one in front. Make sure na maganda yung gapping o yung gap between yung rotors mo tsaka yung brake pads. So kailangan maganda siyang umikot, yung hindi walang nag-impair na movement niya. Also, one thing that we forgot to mention earlier, make sure na yung brake rotors mo walang bend. Kasi kung hindi, kailangan ayusin yun. Okay? Meron tool na pang-ayos nun. We'll get into that in more detail later on. Pero yun nga, make sure na walang bend. Kasi pag may bend yan, ganun din. Kumakapit yan, kala mo diretso, biglang ing. Ito hindi, okay to, maganda siya. Wala siyang ingatan mo yon. So, tingnan mo, maganda oh. Maganda yung free wheel niya. Ganda pa tunog ng hubs, no? Tunog mayaman daw. So, maganda. So, yun. That concludes our bike check before you ride. Okay, so just to review, the M system, like I said, we got this from Global Mountain Biking, GMBN. So, first you start with the front wheel. Make sure the spokes are okay. Okay? And your hubs and your quick release and the brakes. And then you move up to your cockpit. Make sure that all is functioning well. Your brakes, your shifters, everything secured. Your grips and that your shocks are functioning well. Okay? And then you move down to your drivetrain. Again, your front mech is functioning well. Your pedals are firmly secured. And your chain is properly lubed. And then you go up to your saddle. The second top of the M. Make sure that it's, again, not moving around. firmly secured, and your quick release or your seat clamps are clamping your seat post very well. Okay, and lastly, the rear part, which is again your wheels, your hubs, same as the front, and your rear mech, that it's functioning well, and your brakes, okay, and that your wheels are firmly secured. Okay, so that covers our bike check before you ride. See you again in the next episode of Mon's Bike Corner. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to be notified of new videos. Thanks.